All right, folks, I'm meteorologist Tom Vicker. We're going to talk a little weather here, but take a while to do it. A lot happening, as you know, with the wintry weekend expected. So clouds will remain in the sky from Texas Street and Alexandria. So old man winter is going to pay us a visit, and I can talk about that because I'm an old guy myself. So let's get started, and maybe it won't take too long. So radar is showing that the rain is out of here, at least a measurable rainfall well to the east of us now. That's what came through yesterday, brought us a nice rain. Most folks got less than an inch, but a few rain gauges I checked had a little bit over an inch. So here we go. Ingredients for a winter situation, winter event, cold air. There's an Arctic high, modified Arctic high right there coming southward toward us. This little twist between LA and San Francisco. That is a disturbance in the upper part of the atmosphere. And as it moves eastward, moisture from the Gulf will respond to it. It'll bring some of its own moisture, as you see, clouds associated with it. But one of the things that it does also is it will bring lift to the atmosphere. And there is how you create clouds and precipitation, lift in the atmosphere. And then, of course, here's where we supply the cold air from Canada and the Arctic. So winter alerts are up for all of central Louisiana. And I'll get more details in just a bit. Let me step you through Futurecast here. Nothing happening this evening. Going to be out entertainment, errands, something like that. We've got no issues there. Kind of cool though. Once we get into your Friday commute, no problems with that either. Maybe a sprinkle or two or a weak shower, something like that. Overcast skies. A few showers and sprinkles throughout the day Friday, but I did lower the chance because much of that, if it happens, won't even be measurable, so coverage will be pretty low. Now going into Saturday, we start noticing an increase in the action there as we move into Saturday morning. Wintry mix this weekend, yes. So I've been using this graphic to kind of convey to you maybe better and quicker than words and the written word there, how my feelings are about this thing that might happen this weekend, about the potential. So yesterday from Tuesday to Wednesday, I raised it, and now from Wednesday to today, I kept it steady. Okay, so the main two things I'm looking at here, well, actually, there's three. The ice and the overall bars are in the disruptive area there. Wind, not so much an issue. Snow can't be ruled out, especially from about a Leesville to Alexandria, Jonesville line. North of that, we could see less than a half an inch, just a little dusting with that. And temperatures, we're going to have two severe mornings where we have a severe freeze. So that's the threat so far. So I'm going to call it disruptive, a 2 out of 5. The timing will be Saturday. I moved that up, took away the AM because of the slower movement of the upper level system around California right now. It's moving toward us slower than expected. And that's going to delay the colder air as well, kind of hold up the colder air. But I think by Saturday noon or afterwards, we will see it begin in Sabine, Natchitoches, and Wynn parishes, and it will move southeastward through central Louisiana through Sunday. Okay, so you'll get to the central parishes, say Vernon, Rapides, Avoyelles, Catahoula, Concordia, and those northeastern areas later on Saturday, or wait till Saturday night, and then down south, probably sometime late Saturday night or Sunday morning. So that's kind of the thing. I'm still general on the amounts, okay? I don't feel comfortable with detailing every parish or something like that. I'm still going to go with a common occurrence of about 1/10 to 1/4 inch of ice accumulation total for the whole event. Some of you won't even get the 1/10 of an inch. Some of you may not get any icing at all if you're way down south and you kind of escape those freezing temperatures while the precipitation is going on. A peak to about 1/2 inch in some of our northern areas. Northern portions of Natchitoches, Wynn, and Sabine parishes could see that. All right. And so that is the range that I'm saying right now. And that fits in the parameters of this disruption type of event. There will be a distinct northwest to southeast difference in the amount of icing. More northwest, less southeast. So basically, the further northwest you go, kind of the worse this thing will be. Farther southeast you go, well, the less impactful it will be. The forecast may change. This may change as conditions do, because we're still 2 days out from Saturday, 3 days out from Sunday. So monitor your weather sources. Nick and I will provide updates. This is the first time I'm going to introduce this, the potential effects of this. There will be isolated to scattered effects for power, utilities, and cell service. The travel closures, disruptions, and tree damage are all in there as well. So I expect all of this will happen to some degree, to some coverage, to some intensity or another. I still think there's enough information for us to learn about what's going to exactly happen and when and where to be a little more definitive with where these bars are. But based on what I know right now, what I'm confident to say, I would say that all of this is on the table in central Louisiana, kind of on a low end. All right, that's why it's not. I'm not putting it up in this stratosphere yet. So that's my thinking on that. So let's get into the 7-day numbers then. Kind of a cool day Friday, overcast, 20% chance of rain. That modified Arctic front, a shallow Arctic front will come through. Again, very shallow. There'll be a little wave form as that lift from the Pacific system comes through. It'll create a little wave, frontal wave there along that front, and that will allow us to drop temperatures there into Saturday. So about midnight Friday night, we average about 43. And by, say, your dinner time, 6-7 p.m. Saturday, our average for Cenla is going to be about 32 degrees, okay? So that's the falling temperatures aspect of this. 100% Saturday. Eventually, if it gets cold enough, you'll see a mix, again, with the northwest to southeast thing going on. 100% Saturday night, an increasing coverage of the mix, and then everybody getting something in on the action there, certainly by Sunday, as 90% continues. Sometime we will drop to an average of about 28 that day, but there is a time in the afternoon where we could get into the middle 30s, and so that will help alleviate the icing just a bit. But I think it's only going to be probably about 3 to 6 hours if that happens. So, but we'll take any good news that we can get. And so that's the forecast for the winter event there. And then going into Monday and Tuesday, another part of the event will be the cold mornings. A severe freeze Monday morning, 18 average, probably about 15 to 21 on most thermometers. A 16 average Tuesday leaves room for about an 11 to 7 to about, 16 average. Let's go plus or minus 3, so like maybe a 12 or 13 up to about a 20 that morning. But that's a severe freeze here in Cenla. Under sunshine, mostly sunny skies, we get into the 40s. That will be good. That will melt anything, contribute melting to things that are left over from the weekend. And then by Wednesday, we notice an increase in clouds. I did have to keep 20%. In fact, I'll raise it from 10 to 20%. Some other forecasts I've seen don't have anything for that. And then remaining chilly on Thursday, all right, with a partly cloudy sky. And then looking ahead after Thursday, say to Friday and Saturday, we got more energy loading up in the gun to the west and northwest of us, and the chill will continue to come in out of the north. So let me just say right now that maybe Friday and Saturday of next week might be interesting. Okay, but Nick and I will handle that. And he, of course, will stream in the morning, and I'll be back with you in the PM hours for tomorrow and in the Forecast Center. Thanks for your support for Cenla Weather. We love